Cheers, I do buckaroos. How the heck are you? It's a summertime thing. Yeah, we're into the fall now, but I got a summer light day here in the Ozarks, and it's probably going to be our last one from what they tell me, but I thought I'd make the most of it. I've got a KC Bier Co Hefeweizen Bavarian style wheat ale decocted, naturally carbonated, pale and hazy appearance, bready malt, a low bitterness, aromas of fruit and spice, produced by traditional Bavarian yeast strain. It is 5.2% imported wheat and barley malts, imported hops, water, and yeast. And there it is. There it is. There it is, man. And here it is in my KC Bier Co glass that I got a couple years ago when we were in Kansas City area for our 25th anniversary. It was nice out there. We actually stayed in Overland Park area. But I didn't get into KC proper. We did visit Kansas City Bier Co. Went downtown, visited Tomstown Distillery. I wanted to get to J. Ringer's, but I didn't make J. Ringer's. Hit Casual Animal Brewing. I didn't hit Boulevard. There's a lot of things I would have liked to hit at Boulevard, or had at Boulevard, but I was kind of trying to hit places that were off the beaten path a little bit. Hit Brew Lab all over there. So yeah, they say fruit and spice. To put a finer point on it, yeah, you're gonna get those banana and clove notes that a Hefeweizen is known for. Now the American wheat is a slightly different animal. Many don't use a Bavarian yeast, or Hefeweizen yeast, as they say here. Bavarian yeast strain. Yeah, you change the yeast, you're going to change the beer completely. But there was a time, well, this really was my favorite beer style way back when. I'm talking the late 80s into the early 90s. I just love this because it was just a little bit more, right? It wasn't so far away from the beers we were used to, but it just had a little bit more to offer, right? A little bit more flavor, a little bit more aroma. And KC Bier Co is doing German styles better than most, as good as anyone. Urban Chestnut in St. Louis, KC Bier Co in Kansas City, or I think those are two breweries that are doing German beer styles as good as anybody in the U.S. at the moment. And it's certainly very traditional. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, folks. They are trying to pay homage to a traditional style, and they do it very well. Got some Chuck Prophet playing in the background if you can hear it. 3 on and 2 outs. Willie Mays is up at bat. I love this song. A lot of social commentary going on in this song. For those that may remember, those of us of a certain age, I guess. They're tying everything together with that baseball metaphor, and I spilled a little bit on me there. Just drink it, Tom. You got the glass too full. Oh yeah, big banana notes. Felt banana on the nose, but as you take a drink, oh yeah, definitely banana. Banana clove. They say fruit and spice, are being very generic. But yeah, you're definitely going to feel banana and clove. You may feel some other things. But banana and clove, without a doubt. Keep it down. Willie's up at bat. As I relax on this nice fall Ozarks day, warmer than typical. A lot warmer than typical because it's been very cold here, but all of a sudden it warmed up for the weekend. I got a nice day. Thought I'd hang out on my patio my bar area, my garage. I kind of like to watch the street, watch the cars go by, watch the people walk their dogs. As you gotta, as I'm usually sitting behind the bar, so you can't see my dad's bar very well, but here you can really see the bar. As Willie always did, swing for the fence. Come on! It's 3 on and 2 out under the lights. Ah, great tune. I did visit the brewery when I was there. I had 2 beers there. There were 2 big beers, but I had 2, but they were 2 biggies. I had their Helles Doppelbock. I think it was like 10%. That was a monster, man. Oh, it was so good. But he knows. It was September 24th we were out there, so. They were hammered, man. It was incredibly busy. They had this bartender who was just so amazingly friendly. As busy as he was, he took the time to answer everybody's questions, mine and other people that showed up at the bar. He was quick, he was efficient and friendly. You know, so a lot of times when people get busy, they lose the friendly, right? They're so focused on that they're busy that they forget the customer service. This guy did. It was pretty amazing. The customer service at KC Bier Co. that night was impeccable. So I had a couple beers. I bought this glass. And then I went back to our hotel. We got in there kind of late in the evening. Had enough time to get some dinner. I visited there, then we went back. Kind of went out and did some other things the next day. We visited, like I said, Casual Animal Brewing. I did visited Brew Lab. It was on Saturday. We did the farmers market there in Overland Park. It was a beautiful, great big farmers market. We were there for 3 hours. We really were. But after about 2 hours, we were pretty well wrapped up, but my wife still wanted to hit a few more places, so I went to Brew Lab, which was right across the street for about an hour, so we did that. And then the both of us hit a couple places downtown. We wanted to hit Penzeys Spices. Penzeys Spices, top quality spices, and a company with a conscience. So I like that. I like supporting businesses like that. They don't support hate, racism, and fascism. So I was okay with that. You support racism? I'm not gonna go there, man. If you support bigotry, no, I'm not gonna support your business. You funnel money to hate groups? No, I ain't gonna deal with you. I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, you're okay without my business. I get it. And there you go. I'm just not gonna be part of it. Gosh, that's good. That's a damn good beer. Oh my goodness. I don't enjoy the style as a whole as much as I once did in my, mid-20s to early 30s, I guess. But every once in a while, when I get a good one like this, it kind of hits the spot. Especially when I have a day like today, when I can appreciate a beer like this. It was a killing machine. I love Truck Profit, man. I found him years ago, actually, but then I kind of, forgot, and kind of rediscovered his music a couple years ago when I got on Spotify. I said, Had an album out last year, The Land of Time Forgot, which is absolutely brilliant. A great song called High as Johnny Thunders. But the album before that was one of my personal favorites. Bobby Fuller, Died for Your Sins. Great album from top to bottom. Probably my favorite album of his, in all honesty, but they're all great. Night Surfer's a great album. Temple Beautiful, that's another great album. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but there was something about, Bobby Fuller, Died for Your Sins that just spoke to me on every level. So if I had to pick a favorite, it'd probably be that one. But then again, it kind of depends on my mood at any given moment. I ordered a whole hog from a friend who raises heritage hogs, and I just heard that they were in and ready. So I'm trying to figure out a meeting time with them, so I know by next weekend I will have plenty of pork. However, the sad part is that the weather probably won't be this good, so I may not be able to get it on the smoker, but I'm going to do other things with it. I think my wife and I decided we're going to do a pork roast, but now she's starting to waver. You know, she was okay with that for a little bit. Now she's starting to think she wants that traditional turkey. So we'll kind of play that by ear. I really want to do the pork roast. I'm not going to lie to you. I really want to do a pork roast for Thanksgiving, but because I want to, you know, I'm all about tradition, but sometimes you got to change things up a little. I'm not hooked into having to do a turkey just because that's what's been done. I know in years past. We've done a prime rib for Thanksgiving. I just like to switch things up. I really want to cook a pork roast. Well, there's an application or a recipe, I guess. Back in 2001, I had a subscription to Food and Wine magazine. And at the time, I was kind of wavering, in all honesty, because craft beer was a little bit different back then. And I was starting to learn a little bit about wine. And so I was kind of, you know, a little bit about wine, a little bit about beer. Now I'm all about the beer. I kind of, you know, got away from that. But I was trying to learn some wine. But I love the recipes. Now there was a segment in that particular issue about, you know, just a slight change from the traditional. And their recipe for a turkey that year was a maple glazed bourbon maple glazed turkey with pecan gravy, and I did it that year, and it was such a hit that I've done it. You know, I did versions of it for several years after, up until 2012 was the last Thanksgiving we had with our son Seamus before we lost him to cancer. So I kind of quit doing it for a little bit. But I was thinking I want to kind of revive that recipe, but using the pork roast. You know, using that same kind of bourbon maple marinade brine, whatever, but with the pork roast instead of a turkey. But anyway, I don't know if I'll revive the pecan gravy. I did like it, but I don't know if I'll revive that or not. The recipe called for chopped pecans. I decided to use whole, understanding that maybe not everybody would want the pecans in their gravy, but I like the flavor. It did add a layer of flavor to the gravy. But if you didn't want the pecans itself, you kind of push them to the side, and you still got the flavor of the gravy. I'd have a window seat, and all the children of the world would have enough to eat. If heartbreak was a virtue, then I'd be so virtuous. To get back in your pants, I might hijack a city bus. Anyway, brilliant lyrics. I do love some Chuck Prophet. Anyway, I digress. It's funny. Some of his lyrics are, a little irreverent, and then some are more poignant. Some are social commentary. Oh, like Willie Mays. He's got a song called Alex Nieto. Very much social commentary. And then there is this. Oh, mercy, that's a good beer. I do like the brewery, though. If you get a chance to get out there. It always makes me scratch my head when people say, well, I don't like lagers, Tom. I don't like lagers. Have you ever had a Doppelbock? It's like every lager is an American lager. Everything's a little bit different. And this is a Bavarian-style wheat ale. It's a Bavarian ale yeast. It's not a Bavarian yeast strain, I guess I should say. But they do refer to it as an ale and not a lager. But not all lagers are the same. It drives me crazy that you got this segment of craft beer drinkers that seem to think it is. But this is just a brilliant beer. KC Bier Co. Kansas City, Missouri, obviously. Could be Kansas City, Kansas, I suppose. But this is Kansas City, Missouri. the year old. But a perfect beer for the day that I have today. I thought about getting my smoker out this weekend. Well, in all honesty, if I'd have got my pig on Friday, I would have. but now it's just too late. I'm done. I'm tired, man. Anyways, I am done the Beer Whisper Beer Van. Just for the beer drink per beer wisdom and. All right, good guy. Cheers, guys.